where you should attack, where Iowa State's going to try to
I think
attack.
Iowa State still plays a 3-4 on defense, and that's problematic.
It's like a
3-3-5.
3-3-5. It's like
Well, if they have 3 down linemen, it makes offensive linemen go brain dead.
it's yeah.
Got to think a little bit more.
It's weird, isn't it? What's the advantage there? They just control the edge, don't they?
There's a lot of that, and they can just move around a little bit more. Like Drake says, the offensive line has to think. It's not just, okay. Reminds me of a story. I think I've told it before, but me, Bo, and Ben and Josie were sitting late night after
KF.
Yeah. We're just shooting the shit, and then we're just talking about what do you think is the easiest position to play? Like, I don't know, defensive tackle. And KF overhears our conversation. He's like, "Huh, what do you think the offensive line, the tackle does 95% of the time?" He's like, "Block the end." He's like, "Yeah, you just block the end. It's not that simple. It's not that hard."
KF coming after those tackles. You just have to have that base level of being 6'6", 315 pounds.
Right.
That's
exactly.
what's hard. That's what's hard about being tackled.
Well, yeah, we were just talking about mentally. Like,
mentally.
What's the most simple position to play? Anyway, when you bring in these extra bodies off the line and take some off the line, basically, yeah, I think, okay, who's going to fill this gap? Because it could be one of several people, right? You could be having one of the outside linebackers dropping. You don't know who's coming, who's dropping each play.
There's always going to be a blitzer.
There's more variability.
I was going to say, does it allow them to play a little bit more switch,
like
you
can be a little bit more flexible on defense, and you get more athletic bodies in there, and it's a pretty good scheme, honestly. If you have the right personnel for it.
Yeah, is it
if you have a massive nose?
Yeah, you do need a great nose set.
If you've got a guy who can eat up 2 every single time at nose, then you can have your edge guys run crazy, and you can also run exotic blitzes. But if you've got a small nose, you can't run a 3 down front.
I imagine taking more guys back off the ball creates a lot of angles and slashing that's hard to deal with. That'd be correct. Like it gives guys space where that offensive line
gives the offensive line time to think. It's not right there in their face. It gives them time to diagnose. And I don't know. It never confused me, but we've played a lot of games back during our career where the offensive line was just getting yelled at on the sideline because somebody was screwing up a 3 down front time after time.
Well, yeah, we're a little bit less now, but I mean, we still run a ton of zone. And Drake, I think it kind of messes up,
it messes up the count a little bit.
Level a little bit, like if you don't know who's coming, right? Every single play. Yeah. So it just it causes guys to hesitate. We don't see it that often, and if they're playing aggressively, they can fill gaps pretty quickly.
What is the weakness of a 3-3-5, and does Mark's ability to run the ball help us in any way, give us any advantage in certain instances against it?
Well, running quarterback and having a QB run game is always an advantage. One, it makes the defense have to honor it, right? So if we're running out of the shotgun, someone's got to be responsible for the QB pull, right? So you can't just have the DN crashing as well as the linebacker fill in the gap, right? Someone's got to be ready for the bounce. So maybe the defensive end has to slow play it and not crash on the dive, or the linebacker has to be ready to bounce out for the quarterback keeper. Basically, it's going to force at least one player on defense to play a little bit slower, if not take them out entirely. So, I mean, that's always an advantage, right? As far as the run game is considered. Other disadvantages? I don't know. Drake, did you guys feel like there's anything that you really liked going against a 3-3-5
Yeah,
type
there
defense.
should be an advantage in the run game. There's less big bodies. The bodies are smaller and just naturally better matchups in the run game. Like you should be able to get your 5 and 6 yard runs time after time. But when
Yeah,
you've
if you're
got
running
guys,
downhill, like
Yeah.
inside zone, if you got guys that are like moving that nose guard and can get another guy up to the second level, the downhill run game should be pretty effective.
I was gonna
because
say,
against the 3-5, you're getting multiple double teams up to
Yeah.
the second level. And so, like in theory, your inside run game should be super effective in chewing up yards and just getting first downs. And
Which should be good for us, right? Because two of our best offensive linemen are guard and center, right?
yeah,
So hopefully
especially
that
in run blocking for sure.
Yeah. Mhm.
So this even, I mean, everybody's been saying it, but this just solidifies like
it helps with Logan Jones being a 5th-year senior.
I was just gonna
a
say,
senior,
Logan
right? He's
Jones,
a senior, right?
Yeah, Logan Jones versus Dom Orange, which by the way, you guys will respect his nickname is Big Citrus.
Phenomenal nickname.
Unbelievable nickname.
Phenomenal.
Respect is there. Respect.
That matchup, I know maybe not the most exciting for fans, but take a few plays to just watch those two in the trenches on Saturday because that will be exciting.
I mean, you can make the argument that matchup could decide the game,
Seriously.
and that's not.
It helps a lot with the rest of the offensive line's play if the center is a 5th-year senior because he calls the fronts and all the communication goes through the center. And like he's gonna play a big part in making sure that everybody's on the same page.
Well, we love that because we know Lojo's going to be on his shit.